Morning, everybody. I figured that we could practice outside today in the best studio, nature's studio, right? So we'll start standing, and what you need, maybe you want a towel to be able to practice on. Mats can work. I'm not that crazy about mats on the grass just because they tend to lump up and then they'll absorb water and take a long time to dry. But a towel can work great. Or if it's warm enough where you are, bare feet, socked feet, or you can have shoes on. So just come into a comfortable stance. Rock forward and back on the feet. As you rock forward and back on the feet, feel the connection of the feet to the earth beneath them. Feel how that connection shifts and changes as you rock forward and back. Notice your breath and start to consciously breathe. Notice how much breath is available to you. As you breathe, notice the sounds around you. Perhaps there are birds. Notice all of the different songs, all of the different sounds. If you're inside, do the same. Maybe you can hear sounds outside. Whatever it is, check in with all of the sounds coming in. Come back to the breath. Breathe in and out of the nose. Let that forward and back rocking in the feet pause. If you're still shifting your weight forward and back, find a plumb line of balance with hips over feet, shoulders over hips, head over shoulders. Notice how it is that you're coming to your mat. Notice how it is that you're arriving in this moment, physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically. Notice if it's challenging or relatively easy to be present here now in this moment. Commit to being here with the breath, with however it is that you're feeling. Knowing that sensations are in a constant state of flux. Life is ever changing within and around you. So we take to the mat to practice the techniques of yoga in order to hopefully access moments of the state of yoga, the stilling of the fluctuations of the mind, a yoking, a union with all that is, that state of presence, of infinity, of bliss, with a state of well-being, a connection to the oneness of all of life. So we practice the techniques of yoga in order to access the state of yoga. How does that break down? It breaks down as movement and breath and so many other techniques. So when do we practice? We practice in the present moment with however it is that we're showing up, with life, however it is that it's presenting in this moment within us and around us, for the sake of accessing that state of union, that oneness of life. Take a big deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Let the feet step a little bit wider. Let the arms hang at your sides. Circle your shoulders up, back, and around. Root down through the feet, hug in with the belly, lift up through the heart, and keep circling through the shoulders. Inviting ease to the neck and the shoulders. Shoulders that sometimes might feel that they carry the weight of the world upon them. Just let some of that go. Change the direction of your rotations. Keep breathing, taking in the sights and sounds around you. Returning again and again to the here and now. Release your shoulder circles, let your chin drop down for your chest, a soft bend to the knees. Let the head circle in one direction. Keep breathing. Perhaps calling in gratitude to the heart space for your ability to move and breathe, explore presence in this moment. Change the direction of your head circles. Continue to relax the neck and the shoulders, letting some of the weight that might be there go. Moving energy down into the heart space with gratitude. Draw your head circles back through center. Widen the feet even more. Toes pivot out. Heels pivot in. Easy twists. Easy twists. As you twist to the left, let the right heel lift. As you twist to the right, let the left heel lift. Hold space for sensation as it moves through, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, or energetic. See if you can muster some compassion for yourself as those sensations shift and change. Keep breathing. Slowly let those twists come to stillness. Let the eyes close, let the palms spin up. Notice all that you're aware of. The residual sensation from the twists, the energy moving through. Let the palms spin back to face the body. Invite the eyes to open, feet step a little bit wider. Slide your right hand down the outside of your right leg. Reach the left arm up and over. Here come the neighbor's dogs to say good morning. Come on back through center. Left hand slides down the outside of the left leg. Right arm reaches up and over. There seems to be a theme in my neighborhood of dogs. Hi, Charlie. Up and over. Through center, right hand slides down the outside of the right leg. Left arm reaches. Hi, Charlie. Good morning, Charlie. Good morning. And left hand slides down the outside of the left leg. Right arm reaches up and over. Come back through center. Right hand slides down the outside of the right leg. Left arm reaches. This time find a little rotation. Right hip forward, left shoulder back. Look at the sky. Note the color, the spaciousness of the sky. Breathe into that space. Come up through center, left hand down the outside of the left leg. Right arm reaches up and over, left hip forward, right shoulder back. Look up. If you're outside, check in with any trees nearby. Come back through center and release the arms. Step those feet to hip distance apart. Shift your weight to the right foot. Lift the left leg, start to circle through the left hip. So you might hold on to a wall. You might step down every time you circle to regain balance. So do your best. If you're outside near a wall and your house is there, you can always hold on to the wall. Change direction. Feel the connection of your right toes rooting down into the earth. Breathe way up into the heart. Release this left foot. Shift your weight to your left side. Circle through the right hip. Breathe in and breathe out. Change direction. Keep softening the shoulders. Release this right foot. Feet step just a little bit wider. Circle through the hips. Change direction. Gonna draw these hips through center. Step the feet to hip distance apart for our standing cow and cat. Hands come to the tops of the thighs. Bend the knees. Drop the seat. Lift the chest. Soften the shoulders. Reach your seat back. Elbows in. Look up. Inhale here. On your exhale, fingers in. Elbows out. Round the spine. Chin for chest. Inhale. Elbows in. Seat back. Chest up. Look up. Inhale. Exhale, fingers in, elbows out, round the spine. Squeeze that belly toward the spine. Keep it going. Breathe in. Lengthen out of the waist. Look up. Breathe out. Find space between the shoulder blades here. Feel the breath. Feel your connection to life within through breath. Life outside of the body through the senses. The sounds, the sights that echo life all around you. 3 more of these. Last one. From here, as you round your spine, slide those hands down the legs, widen the feet, come into a forward bend. Grab opposite elbow with opposite hand, a soft bend to the knees, relax the neck, torso sways side to side. Keep breathing. Release the clasp of the arms. Press into those feet. Engage the belly. A soft bend to the knees. Slowly roll up. Arms reach to the sky. Root down through the feet. Lengthen out of the waist. Look up. On your exhale, arms reach out and down. Chin to chest. Gazing down at the earth. Inhale, arms reach to the sky. Lengthen up. Look up to the sky. Exhale, arms reach out and down, chin to chest, gaze down to the earth. So even if you're outside here, envision the spaciousness of the sky above. On the exhale, as you gaze down, even if you're outside, envision the life of the earth, the stability of the earth down beneath. Breathe in and breathe out. Feel your connection to both the earth below and the heavens above. Rooting down and rising up. 3 more of these. Listen for the sound of the breath. Let the breath be the link from moment to moment. The thread that connects this moment to this moment. Release the arms. Draw your head back up through a neutral center. Step your feet to hip distance apart. Bring your hands around to the small of your low back. Fingers face the seat. From here, scoop that tailbone down and ahead. Elbows in, chest rises. Look up. Feel space in the upper chest, space in the throat center. Soften the shoulders. Be willing to let some of that armor go around the heart, protecting that vulnerability, that space of feeling. So call courage up to that heart space. Be willing to let some of that armor go. Trust that you're strong enough to feel, right? That you won't be given more than you can handle. Lean into your practice, lean into your faith. Head up first, hand slide down the midline. Rise up halfway with a flat back, look forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Engage the belly, slowly roll up, arms reach to the sky. Big breath in, look up. Hands come around to the low back. Once again, fingers face the seat. Hug in with the elbows, hips forward, chest up. Soften the armor. Inhale, head rises. Exhale, hand slide down the midline. Inhale, rise up, fingertips along the shins. Pause. From here, catch the outside of your right leg with your left hand. Draw your left hand to the center of your low back. Rock forward toward the toes and back toward the heels. Look down. Find a plumb line of balance from the center of your hip socket right down the central arches of your feet. Look out. Look down. Look out to the right. And then again, look down. Release the hands. Come up halfway. Inhale, look forward. This time, bend the knees, drop the seat, arms reach to the sky. This is your awkward chair. From awkward chair, release the arms. Inhale, arms rise. Look up. Exhale, release the arms. 4 more. Connect to the breath, connect to the earth, connect to all of life around you. Trust the support. Trust that you're guided. Be here now. Pause with the arms to the sky. Reach your left fingers down for the earth, hips press to the right, bend into those knees, look up. Draw the hips back through center. Right arm reaches down, hips press to the left. Reach that left arm over to the right side. Look up. Come on back through center, arms reach up. Straighten the legs, look up. Release the arms, hinge at your hips, fold with a flat back. Rise up halfway, fingertips along the shins, flat back. Catch a hold of the outside of your left leg with your right hand. Left hand slides to the center of your low back. Rock forward toward your toes and back toward your heels. Explore looking down. Look out to your left. Open up through that left shoulder as much as you can. Look down. Release the hands. Come up halfway with your flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, drop the seat, reach your arms to the sky, and sit down. Here in your awkward chair, heels can stay down or maybe the heels lift. Find the breath, shoulders slide down the back. Find a focal point, a gazing point. Bring your hands to your heart. Maybe sit down a little bit deeper. Active breath. Focus your attention. Choose a gazing point. Release the hands. Lift your heels so hands might be on floor. If you're inside, maybe your hands are on a couch or a chair. From here, release the heels if they're lifted. Fingertips along the shins, halfway up, flat back. Round your spine, engage your belly, roll all the way up, arms reach to the sky. Catch your right wrist with your left hand, look forward, stretch to the left. So if you're doing any movement at all, if you have any time, just a little bit of time, do your lateral stretches, these side stretches. Keep the space between the ribs, stretching, opening, space for lungs, space for breath, right? If you have time for no other movement than this, do this. Right? Sitting is great. Standing, wherever you can find the time. Come through center, stretch over to the right, catching the left wrist. Soften the knees. Come all the way back to center. Release the arms. From here, heel toe your feet out to the edges of your mat. Toes out, heels in. Sit down into a squat. So squat might be way up high. Honor your knees. Squat might be seat brushing the earth. Right? So wherever you are, take care of your body. Modify or pass as you need. Modify or pass. From your squat, from your malasana, bring the back of your right arm to the inside of your right leg. Stretch the left arm to the sky. Reach down for the earth with your right hand, up for heaven with your left. Shoulder blades off duty here. Shoulders off duty. Shoulder blades slide down the back. Heaven and earth connect at the heart. I've said it before on the videos and in class. It's one of my favorite sayings. It's not original to me. I don't remember where I first heard it, but I love it. Heaven and earth connect at the heart. Come back through center and switch sides. So if you're up high, it might be forearm on the top thigh, wherever you are. Explore the gaze. Breathe in and breathe out. Release your hands, straighten the legs, parallel the feet. Root down into the feet, arms draw out from shoulders. This time rise up with a flat back. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, arms out from shoulders. Spiral your inner thighs toward the back of your mat if you're on a mat, or toward the trees behind you, wherever you are. Inhale, root down into the feet, arms reach out and up, rise up. Exhale, arms out from shoulders, heart leads, fold. Go slow, go slow. Press into the feet, arms out from shoulders, root down to rise up. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, hands to heart. Step the feet back to hip distance. Allow your gaze to turn downward or your eyes to close. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, a mantra loosely translated as, I bow to that which sustains me. So what are your go-to practices that you can use to help you be present, to cultivate trust and the courage to let go? That willingness to be vulnerable in this moment, in the uncertainty, in the not knowing. The willingness to hold space for fear or anxiety. The willingness to feel deep love. The willingness to feel the elated states of life and also the challenging states. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I bow to that which sustains me. For you, maybe it's the Our Father. Maybe it's another mantra. Maybe it's scripture. Maybe it's words of teachers, elders, parents, guides. What are your go-tos? Can you take sanctuary in those? Krishna Das says that we practice when we can to get us through when we can't. Willing to begin again. When you succumb to fear, start over when you're able. Come back again and again and again. On your next inhale, let the arms reach down, out, and up. Widen your stance just a bit. Stretch tall. Hands draw down the midline, hinge at your hips, fold with a flat back. Fingertips up along the shins, look forward, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Keep your left foot forward, step your right foot back for a lunge. Back knee stays lifted or comes down. Find your breath here. Relax the shoulders. Pivot your right heel to the floor. Float your left forearm to the top of your left thigh. So if your back knee is down, you can do the same thing. Forearm to the top of that thigh. Right arm reaches up. This is your lateral ankle modified or full variation. Breathe in and out here. From this place, stretch your left fingers down toward the earth, right for the sky. Look down beyond those left fingers, straighten your left leg. Left hand might rest on the top of that left leg. Left hand might press to the inside of the left leg. On your inhale, slide this left hand up the left leg. On your exhale, slide the left hand down. Inhale, slide this hand up. Exhale, slide this hand down. From this place, right hand meets the left. Bend into that front knee, hands come to heart. So either your back leg is straight or you're on your back knee. Arms reach out from the shoulders, warrior two. Relax the shoulders. Fingers reach in opposing directions, lengthen. Shoulder blades slide down the back. Armpits here are over hip creases, right? So symbolic of being present, neither reaching for the future nor holding on to the past. The courage to be present. The confidence that a warrior has comes not because they are free of fear. It comes because they are confident in their training, in their practice, in their tools. And so we come back to practice again and again and again. Hands cartwheel to the inside of the front foot. Come onto the ball of the back foot. Release your back knee down. Frame the front foot with your hands. Slide your left foot back. Child's pose. Breathe in and breathe out. You might invite your hips to rock a bit here, side to side. Notice any difference in sensation between the left hip and the right. The movement of energy through that left leg versus the right. The effects of posture, the echo of posture. For those of you that knew Primo, he used to talk about the echo of posture. Inhale, come up. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Back knee stays down or lifts, arms reach to the sky. Inhale, look up. Release your right forearm to the top of the right thigh. Scoop that right hip under. Open that left shoulder up. So either your back knee is down or your left heel is pivoted to the floor. With a straight left leg. The floor, the earth. I'm so used to teaching in a studio. I say to the floor a lot, right? To the floor, to the wall, to the ceiling. If you're outside, really soak in the connection of the earth beneath you, whether it's the grass or maybe it's the sand. Soak up the expanse of the sky, the fresh air. Straighten into the right leg. Back of the right hand presses to the inside of that right leg, or your hand is on your shin, further up your leg. This is triangle. Start to slide your right hand down and up this front leg. Down and up. Feel the toes connect to the ground beneath. Release your left hand to meet your right. Find your breath. Then this left arm leads the way. Forgot where we were going. Bend into that right knee, arms out from shoulders, warrior two. Just check in if you're reaching for the future or holding on to the past. Find the courage to land, lock in this moment. Warrior two. Summon the courage to feel your way through, leading with the heart, without needing to know how things will play out, what's coming next, without needing to know. Hands to the inside of your front foot. Come onto the ball of your back foot. Slide your right foot back, knees meet. Cow and cat here, seat to sky, chest up, look up, inhale. Exhale, round the spine, chin for chest, belly for spine. Inhale, seat up, chest up, look up. Exhale, round the spine. 3 more. You'll either stay here in your tabletop or tuck your toes and come on back to a down dog. From tabletop or down dog, lift your right leg, bend your knee, and stack your hips. So you're either finding this in your tabletop with your left knee down or in your down dog with your left leg straight. Wherever you are, explore flipping your tabletop or your dog by stepping your right foot back to circle the right arm. Or you're finding this from your down dog. Right leg lifts, right knee bends, and you step your right foot behind. Hips to sky, circle through the right arm. Open through the chest. Ground down through the left fingers. Use that whole left hand. Envision that you're polishing the mirror of the heart. Ram Dass talks a lot about polishing the mirror of the heart. Polishing away fear in order to see that clear light, the spaciousness of the heart. Change direction. As many of these as you're able to, you can come out at any time. Flip back over. Move through your dog if you're in down dog just a bit. Then we'll meet in a wide knee child's pose. Knees out to the outside of the mat, toes in toward one another. Let your hips sway side to side. Take a big deep breath in through your nose, a full breath out through the mouth. From this child's pose, press down into the right hand, lift the right forearm, slide the left arm underneath the right. You might stay up on your forearm and just let the head go, or come all the way to your shoulder and rest the left side of your head on a block or the mat or the earth. Right? The floor, the mat, the earth. Right hand can stay here, maybe at cactuses right out from your right shoulder. Perhaps the right hand walks to the left side of your mat, or maybe your right hand rests in the center of your sacrum. Find your breath wherever you are. Find your breath. Keep opening through that right shoulder as much as you can. And slowly release your right hand. Unravel the left arm. So know that if you want to stay longer in a posture, you can always pause the video and restart it. Just come back into the pose. Come up through your tabletop or your down dog. Tabletop or down dog. For cow and for cat to integrate. As you come back to your neutral spine, let the left leg lift. So if you're in down dog, same thing, left leg lifts. Stack your hips. See about flipping your tabletop or your dog. Here come the dogs again. Reach that left arm to the side and circle to your left arm. Big circles. Polishing the mirror of the heart. Polishing it. Change direction. With breath, with breath, with breath. Keep going with your breath. Keep it going. As you feel ready, release that leg. Widen the knees. Come back to your wide knee child's pose. Keep that left forearm elevated. Keep the right forearm elevated. Thread the left arm underneath the right. Let the head hang, or you're going to rest the left side of the head on your mat, the ground, whatever's there. That left hand might slide back. The right hand might slide back. Practice on the outside of that elbow or on your low back, or maybe the right hand walks to the left side of your mat. And if this won't work for your knees, know that you can always put a pillow underneath the seat. You can stay up high in a more elevated position. You can support behind the knees, right? So you might be here instead. Or here. Just make your practice your own. Listen to your body, modify. You're creating space for presence and movement and breath. Working out, creating channels for the energy within the body to move through. So try not to be overly concerned with what a posture looks like. Try to tap into what it feels like. It's said that almost anything can be yoga. It's the awareness that you bring to it, right? It's the awareness that you bring to the activity. That presence, that focus. And release the hands. Unravel. And find your way down to a seat. A seated position will extend the legs long. Reach the arms to the sky. Big breath in, stretch up. Spin those palms to face forward and then just fold over the legs. Let your weight shift side to side. Relax the shoulders. In and out with breath. Walk your hands back in the direction of your hips. Bend into your left knee. Catch a hold of your left knee with your right hand or elbow crease. Reach the left arm behind. Flex that right foot. Gaze beyond your left shoulder. Relax the shoulders here. Notice the availability of breath. Is it any more available than when you first started? Are you any more connected to this moment, to the rhythm of life within you and around you? Don't judge, just check in. Remember to be compassionate with yourself, loving, non-judgmental. Release your twist. Let your left knee drop out to the left. Let your right leg hop out to the right just a bit. Draw that left heel in toward your pelvic crease. Find your sitting bones and let your weight shift forward on the sitting bones as you bow over this left leg. So that will look different for everybody. Take care of that left knee. Maybe you have a wide angle there and you're folding forward again as much as you can. Walk your hands back toward this leg. Extend your left leg out, come into a wide stance, and then just fold over the legs again. Walk your hands back in the direction of your hips. Bring the legs together. Find your tall spine. Inhale, arms reach up. On your exhale, lift out of the waist, fold forward, seated forward bend. Shift weight from seat to seat. Soften that upper back. Walk your hands back toward your hips. Bend into the right knee, bottom of the right foot to the floor, to the grass, to the ground. Catch a hold of that right knee with left hand or elbow creased. Twist to the right. Root down into the right hand. Lengthen out of the left foot. And rotate. Feel the belly expand into the contraction of the twist. Commit to the breath. Feel the strength of the lungs as they expand into the contracted space of the twist. Trust the breath. Trust this moment. Trust this journey of life. Lean into the tools of your practice. Lean into the courage of the heart. On an exhale, let your twist unravel. Let this right knee drop out to the right. Left leg hops out to the left just a bit. Fold over your legs. Notice the accessibility of stillness, of being. Walk your hands back toward your legs. Extend the right leg out and again fold over. Wide legs. As wide as you can manage here with the legs. From here, lengthen the spine. Spin your left palm up. Press the outside of your left arm to the inside of the left leg as much as possible. Reach the right arm up and over. Look up. Pressing into that left arm, draw the left rib cage forward. Reach the right shoulder back and root down into the right seat. Breathe in and breathe out. Come all the way up. Bring the outside of that right arm to the inside of the right leg. Left arm stretches up and over. Look up. Root down into the left seat. Right rib cage forward. Left rib cage opens. Soften the jaw. Space between upper and lower sets of teeth. Come all the way back up through center. Reach your arms forward. Stretch, 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 stretch. Shoulders down the back. Let the gaze draw down. Walk your hands back toward the hips. Bring your legs to hip distance apart. Bend into the knees. Bring your hands behind you. Fingers face back, out, or toward the seat. Press down into the hands. Press down into the feet. Lift the hips. You're coming into a reverse table. Get the knees in line with the hips, in line with the shoulders as much as possible. Gaze can stay forward or the head can drop back. Feel the connection of the feet and hands to the earth. Slowly lower down. Release the seat. Extend the legs long. Arms reach to the sky. Inhale, stretch up. Bring your arms parallel to the earth. Shoulders slide down the back. Heart lifts toward heaven as you slowly lower down. Release the arms alongside of you. Widen the legs, widen the arms, space between the legs, space between the body and the arms. Notice what it is that you're aware of. Any other movement that you might need. Any other postures before relaxation. And just give yourself as much time as you need to explore any other movement or posture. You might pause the video here and then restart when you're ready for Shavasana. Once you're ready for Shavasana, and take your time. So listen to that movement of life force within you and let it guide you through any movement that you need before Shavasana. Really important, so that flow of life force within, to tap into that space. It's said that life force is an intelligent presence knowing exactly how to restore balance to the body, that state of homeostasis. And as Shavasana calls, set yourself up for a comfortable place to practice surrender, a release of all attachment. Attachment to body, attachment to the known, attachment to life as one knows it, attachment to the breath. So Shavasana is translated as corpse pose. So that practice of letting go, that willingness to let go, a practice of faith, of trust. So feel the body land. Release any need to control the breath. Let the body expand into the space around it and be absorbed into the space around it. The sounds, those close by, those far away. Let the breath too be absorbed into the space around it. Be willing to expand as you let go. Little by little by little, let go into the expansiveness of being. Stay here as long as you need. Namaste.